Hello everyone, this is Akhier Dragonheart, and we've got some Cataclysm. Sorry for not having anything up for the last couple days, and, well, technically there was supposed to be something on Sunday night, very early Monday morning. But, when I was recording it, it didn't quite go so well. So, technically there was footage and stuff, but just really not worth it. Yeah. At first I kept getting interrupted, and that's annoying enough. And then it's like, instead of interrupting me, my dad gets a phone call, which is okay, except he answers it down here first, so it's like, also, it's like all you can hear in the background is that, and for not having anything in the background, just saying. And then, yeah, that didn't work too well. So, I'm like, okay, I'll wait. And then he goes upstairs, and it's like, okay, that's cool. And yet, he's still occasionally loud enough that it's, whatever. I'm going to be going through professions again, since a lot of things, oh, starts with a leather pack. Yeah, it looks like, let's find another one I know of that I did. Chain smoker. Refillable lighter. That's a new one. Yeah, it looks like even the ones that I am used to have been changed up a little bit. So, to get a feel of how everything works, I'm going to be starting over. Yay! And this time I'm going to keep track of it better. Or, correction. This time I'm going to keep track of it and not forget. So yeah. We got unemployed, no skills, traits, or anything. Sure. And I'm still using Hoder's tile set. Dion, I love your tile set. It's just, I like seeing stuff, I must admit. Your tile set looks great, but Hoder's looks great and I can see things. And for a game like Cataclysm, that's vaguely important. Ooh, chocolate bar. I'm just doing the profession mostly because it's what I've done and I didn't get to complete it. Another option would be to go through all the traits, which could be interesting. Though I don't think it has quite as much a change in gameplay, except for a few ones, as this one does. Let's see. Grab me a pipe. Good weapon. What's that? It's just a heavy stick. That's cool. I'm guessing I wouldn't have the ability to... Yeah, no digging stone. Though I will note something. The crowbar is actually a 0 skill level. I've probably mentioned this already before, but I figure I'll mention it again. Since before, a lot of the stuff was, oh, get 1 point into the whole mechanics so that you can get a crowbar. You don't need to do that anymore. You can just make one. Which, honestly, since a crowbar is so good to start off with, it's basically a no-brainer, honestly. I think I want to just head down. I'm not even going to head into town right now. It would be folly, honestly, at this point. CBM. Really? This is what I find? No. Drop F. No. Well, actually, yeah. I'll drop the sneakers, examine, get the combat boots, wear combat boots, examine, get the alloy. Plating. Sure. I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna try and play it again because this wasn't a particularly good start. Reset, yeah. New game, custom character. So that's a good point. I should actually just go back and use the default options instead of upping the city size. There we go. Of course rust's off. Not that it matters, but you know. Oh wait, it matters completely because I still consider it basically broken. Intelligence does have an effect on it, so it's not as janky, I don't know, broken, nonsensical, something like that, as it used to be, but it's still not exactly something I'd be willing to use at this point. And basically, I probably won't actually use it until they announce something like, oh, by the way, we fixed skill rust, so that's fun to play with. Because it's an interesting mechanic. Don't get me wrong, it's a mechanic that could, in some form, potentially be good. You'll have to actually do it so that's fun first before I actually believe anything, but you know, neither here nor there. Okay, let's see, this should be relatively easy. I think I'll head up towards the tower, or office tower. Actually, no. Office towers don't really have that much good stuff in them. I think I will head up, though. I'm gonna hit the area over here and see what else is around. Just in case, unemployed profession, since I didn't really actually say anything about it, it's just your clothes and the matchbook pocket knife, so yeah. Not really anything too exciting, but neither here nor there. It's the pointless one. In this case, pointless is referring to how much it costs to use it, i.e. the default, which is nothing. Well, I could really use a digging stick right now. That's my default thing, though. Oop, wait, nope. Dang it. And that's my first wound. There's a bite wound, too. Gotta cauterize that stuff. There we go. 2, 5. Oop, nope. Got to actually do that part of it first before closing the window. Would have made it a little... Oh, hey, a wood saw. Handheld game system. I can't really afford to carry it. It's not really a good weapon, so it's not like I could use it like that. Neither here nor there. Apply pocket knife to cauterize the wound. Yeah, I would be in pain. I would be. Huh. Car looks a little worse for wear there. He must be working on the vehicle tiles, and they're just not in right now. Though honestly, at this point, it doesn't really matter because there's not really much you can do with it. I really like this lightning, though. This electric damage. Prime stuff. Dang it. Oh, a block with my crowbar. That's cool. Oh, it paralyzed me. That's how come I didn't really get a message. Or I got a message. Why I didn't get a reaction to it doing its thing. And I block with my crowbar. Huh. I just realized something. But I think people would hate me for it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I suggested this, people might just hate me for it. Which is very tempting. I must admit. Should I? It would ruin so much, yet make it so much more interesting. Yeah, I think I will. Next battle, well, next time I face something that I can actually just deal with without getting blinded, but... Okay, there we go. You know what, screw it. Walking away. Okay, yep. Come at me, don't blind me. Swing wildly and miss, swing wildly and miss, swing wildly and miss. There. There we go. You hit the boomer for 7 damage. Cool, right? Let's do it again. Oh, hey. Critical, you whack it for 19 damage. And then I block and dodge. That's all nice. But... do you know something I've noticed? When it hits me, I don't get how much damage it dealt to me, especially since they hid this. So, why should it show how much damage I'm doing to the actual zombie? Like, we get, like, descriptions of how hard it's hitting when it hits me. But we don't get, like, you were dealt so and so much damage. You're just a regular zombie, right? No, you're a spitter zombie. There we go. Yeah, it's like your right leg is bitten. It's not a bite, it's just damage. So why does that happen? How come when I hit the zombie, it says I deal damage? Yes. That's one thing about spitter zombies. They deal with a lot of the problem you can get. There we go. So yeah, I think I'm going to mention this on the forum thread. Someone's probably already thought of it. It's like, honestly, this is not genius level work here. I'm gonna die. But still, why do I get to see how much damage I do to them? Here we go. It'd be easy enough to do. It's like, depending on whether you're dealing more slashing or smashing damage or piercing, it's like ranged would be slightly different messages, but that'd be easy enough to figure out. So instead of you hit the zombie for 8 damage, like you hit the zombie for minor damage, or depending, it's like just split up how much, like have it depend on how much of percentage of the zombie of max health you hit it for. It's like you hit the zombie for major damage and you dealt like only 10 damage because it had a low health. That would be interesting. Now I'm going to try the backpacker. Leather backpack, jeans, sneakers, t-shirt, socks. And there you are. I like the socks. That's a nice one. Though, apparently they were before the sneakers. I don't know. Apparently you wear them on the outer part. Yeah, because it's labeled outermost. Apparently I was wearing my socks over my sneakers there for a bit. Plastic bottle of clean water. That's a nice start. Heat pack. I've never actually been able to use those for anything useful. They probably now have a better use since they've been in for a bit, but It just kind of stuck with me as like, whatever. Apparently there's a vehicle right out here. Hey, vehicle. Why is there a thing there? I like how this thing still shows the ASCII. That's amusing. Then again, until they actually have the car thing all fixed up, they better keep the ASCII or else you wouldn't be able to deal with cars. Though, a lot of people are basically eschewing cars. Oh, that's another thing I noticed. The car looks better here when it's up and down. Obviously, when you turn it sideways, not as much. But with the square blocks, it's kind of like, thing. I think with the square tiles, you could actually redesign some of the vehicles and make them look better. To take advantage... Oh. Trying to be stupid again. I'll grab the rock and run. Yeah, there we go. Crowbar. Drop the rock. Rename K to F. Drop the rock, because that's what I was trying to do, and apparently it didn't do it. There we go. So yeah, this is the backpacker. About the only thing it has going for it is it starts with a backpack, which honestly I do not think is worth the 2 points it costs. I'd probably kick it down to 1 point, because starting with a backpack, I can start with someone that can make a backpack. And since he can make a backpack, he can make all kinds of other stuff. Like things to protect you so that the backpack you made you can actually use instead of otherwise. There we go, zombie dog dies. Well, that would be an interesting message. You critically hit the thing for minor damage. Ooh, and you could have like some kind of like I don't really want to put it on first aid. I'm thinking of having like a thing where depending on your skill in something, depends on how accurate the message is. So like you have one, it's like it's by 10%, and then if you have the other, it's by a different one. But neither here nor there. Nothing really worth my time. Yeah, it could be interesting. I'm definitely going to pitch it to the community on the forums and see what they think. Because I think it could be interesting. But we shall see. Some people don't like that kind of thing. What are you, an umbrella? That could be interesting, but I'm going to get the can of beer. Okay. Oh, there he is. Silly zombie. There we go. Here I am, zombie. Come on. There we go. Silly zombie. Oh, shoot, that's Boomer. Hate boomers. 300 heartbeats, why not? That must be interesting, actually doing. It's like, okay, I'm gonna wait for 300 heartbeats. Let me count. 1, 2, 3. And then finally, 300 are up. It's like, thank goodness. I was starting to wonder why I did it. It's almost as if some otherworldly being was controlling me and telling me what to do. And I slap him and tell him to stop breaking the fourth wall. What? You can do that? Okay, that might... Is that training mechanics? 12. 17. Yeah, that's training mechanics. Huh. Well, I just found a way to train mechanics without any startup besides a rock and a pipe. And your starting shelter. I think that you shouldn't be able to gain experience if the door's unlocked. Just saying. Oh, that's another thing I'll have to report. BBs. A leather corset. And those are just casings. I don't need them. Take the batteries, though. And the scissors. Oh, hello. In a wolf suit. I'm guessing these aren't as awesome as they used to be. Clock. Can I wear the clock? No, I can't wear the clock. Am I showing the time, though? No, I'm not. Apply. Clock? No, okay. Wear the wolf suit. Ah, yes. Wolf suits on everything. Which I think is pretty nice, I must admit. And, except for the fact that everything else is uncovered, it's, you know, everything's gonna get taken apart real quick. Enhanced grip. That's an interesting one. What do you do? Dispersion -2, recoil -2. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. That's a nice grip. I like that grip. Broken counsel, because you can never find any that aren't broken. Hey, I've gotten to the point where I can start actually opening windows. And not breaking them occasionally. Thought I wouldn't need to do it because I can train on a door forever. Ever. Well, obviously locked ones are better because you can just face them and try to open them forever and ever before they actually open finally. But yeah, ooh, it looks like the tile sheet's a little off on these. Or the one next to it's a little off. I can't tell. I'm gonna have to actually mark this out. Because you can see right there. I'll have to report that. Or, nah. It's probably my thing. I probably did something. Don't know what, but it's probably my fault. Maybe. Seasoned salt. Wonder what you can use that for. Ooh, book. Wow. That is a book. That's for certain. Sunglasses. Sure, I'm cool like that. Steam for dummies. Bag of potato chip. No, I can see it. The sprite sheet's off. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, like, off as in more than just those, because you can see it here. Corners being cut off and everything. Huh. But, yeah. So that's two things I have to suggest. First of all, don't get mechanics for trying to pry open an unlocked door. That's just stupid. Second thing, you know how you get to see how much damage you deal to monsters? Let's not. Yes, I'm sure everyone will love me for that suggestion. The odd thing is, some people probably will. Well, I'm honestly suggesting it. I'm not, like, keeping it to myself, so obviously I want it. Go figure, right? Apparently you get 0 enjoyment out of it. Or I just happen to have checked right after it stopped providing any enjoyment. It's always a possibility. Of all the skills, though, First aid's a really nice one to start with, really high. Oh hey, acid drizzle. That's unpleasant. Can't see to read. What? I can see perfectly fine. What are you talking about? What if I stand over here by the... No, okay. Close, close. Close. Examine. There, reading glasses. To reading... Don't know what that would do for me. I assume nothing because I have no eye trouble. Oh hey, it's clear. And I'm getting thirsty. That's annoying. Yeah, well, it happens. Oh hey, I feel well, words, well rested. That's good, I guess. Huh. Yeah, I can eat the seasoned salt. I assume there's a recipe with it. Also, apparently, it's quite dark still. I didn't sleep long enough. Wait till dawn. There we go. That works quite well. Wool gloves, dress shoes, light gloves, nothing in the bookcases, and some boots. Yeah, it's a pretty sparse vehicle there. Oh, and I can actually see the different types of wheels right next to each other in this one. A wheel and a wide wheel. You can actually tell the difference. Which I didn't know. Well, I assumed you could. I just didn't know that they were actually different tiles. That is one thing that is kind of weird. I'm assuming that's because these were pre-gened into the world. It's like, ba-bam, wheels sideways. Or something like that. I don't know. I wouldn't have a clue. His life. I do have a pot, though. That's a good point. Where's the bathroom? It's not there. It's not there. Does this place just not have a bathroom, I guess? I don't know. Oh, well. I wish there was some way I could protect the toilet. Because then I could... No. There we go. Because then I could, like, finish it up, build a fire right next to it, and be all good. Can of beer and some of that. That's actually pretty good. I'll grab a 2x4. I will drop said 2x4, and I will apply my lighter. Actually, looking at it, it might not be the sprite sheet that is off. It could be something with the graphics or the tiles themselves. So yeah, I don't really know. And neither here nor there. No, I don't want to drink from my hands. Thank you very much. What? Yes, I do. Drop H, grab, repeat. See? There we go. I told you I had something. Silly game. Apparently I'm hungry. That's just fun. Well, there's some munchies up here, apparently. Oh, wait, no, that's the, empty things. That won't be providing much munchies for me now, will it? Wish I had another plastic ball, that would be nice. Yeah, neither into that. Not many zombies around, actually. It's like the first wave, and then I've just kind of been wandering around, not seeing much. Oh, cooking oil, that was interesting. Mop, string, plastic. Yeah, plastic bottle, I'll grab that. I think I already have a sewing kit. I'll grab the thread. Do I already have a sewing? Yeah, I already have a sewing kit. I haven't used it yet, but I have it. I'll grab the flyer. I said I'll grab the flyer and W. Diet Devils brand metabolic exchange picture tiny sitting on a definitely covered in bacon and candy bars. Burn calories, burn. It's an interesting one, that's for certain. And you could do that. Yes. It's a thing. It's just a thing. Oop. Nope. There we go. Tree yes, grab. Nothing of interest. Well, grab the vitamins. And chug them. Oh yeah, there we go. Is that just a random wheel, or is there like a vehicle there that... Yeah, just a random wheel. That's interesting. Note, at this point, I'm basically just running around and I'm going to die. Well, there's a zombie Hulk. That should complete my mission. I basically don't really care about this character. And there's Minefield. Oh, hey! Being too close to those things isn't good. And I died. I wonder if the Hulk died, though. I think it didn't. The zombie Hulk steps on the landmine. Well, no, it dies to the landmine. No, it didn't. Dang it. Yeah, well. This is Akhier, and I'm signing off.